There are all sorts of new drivers that go through CDL schools, get their license, get put into a truck, get sent out there on the road, and suddenly they realize that they don't have nearly enough good training to be out there where they are. And they get scared. They look at a situation like a mountain pass in the snow or slippery roads or something, and they realize, and wisely so, that they are just not ready for this. Maybe this isn't the type of thing they should be doing because they're scared. Common sense dictates, you better find a safer job because this is a dangerous one. And they walk out the door. The job is not what they thought it would be. Now, all sorts of people need jobs and they have good intentions on staying with a job, but they fail to recognize just how much time is involved in a trucking career. And there's an old saying that says trucking isn't a job, it's a lifestyle. Well, that's actually kind of true. And most new guys don't realize this until they're already into it. They're on week 4 on the road. They want to go home and the dispatcher's sending them in the wrong direction. All sorts of guys get into trucking because they don't really realize what's involved. And when they finally do get home, they haven't been listened to by the dispatcher. He leaves them out long periods of time. When they finally do get home, they say, man, I'm not doing that again. That is enough of that. And they walk out the door. The trucking industry is always changing. And some of these changes don't sit well with drivers. It's as simple as that. Example is CR England announcing to its solo drivers, you guys better get ready and be prepared to run team. Because if you're not going to run team for CR England, we're going to have to let you go. Now, that's huge. That's a massive change. All sorts of guys won't run team, and they walk out the door. They're bored with their job. They just need a change, and they walk out the door. And I can understand that. That happens to all sorts of people. They need a fresh change, a new start, and they walk out the door. But bear in mind, when they walk out the door, what they're saying by that is that the job they've had, they don't consider that job worth keeping, and they walk out the door. Now, that's hardly fair when you consider that most of the drivers out there today are driving company trucks, and really the onus is on the carrier to repair the equipment and keep it up. But that usually doesn't happen because all sorts of carriers just hate to spend money on equipment. And they'll say to the drivers, oh no, we had the shop check it and it's okay when the driver finds a problem. And that's a lie half the time. Or they just say, oh, run with it, you'll be okay. Only it's not okay. Best case scenario, the driver gets a ticket. Worst case scenario, he's involved in an accident triggered by mechanical failure. God knows what the results are. Drivers are getting wiser and wiser to this danger in the trucking industry, and they're walking out the door because they won't drive junk equipment.